Call 3334 or apply at expresscredit.co.zm. Express Credit. Money when you need it. Borrow responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
The Business Snapshot on 88.5 Sun FM.
Starting with our exchange rates. Now, the United States dollar is buying at 23 kwacha, 22 ngwe, and selling at 23 kwacha, 56 ngwe. The Great British Pound is buying at 32 kwacha, 6 ngwe, and selling at 32 kwacha, 14 ngwe. The euro is buying at 27 kwacha, 68 ngwe, and selling at 27 kwacha, 74 ngwe. The South African rand is buying at 1 kwacha, 3 ngwe, and selling at 1 kwacha, 33 ngwe. We take a look at some stories that are making headlines in the world of business as we started off on the local front. Now, 1 kwacha bus fare reduction, a mockery, as commuters say. Commuters' Rights Association of Zambia chairman Aaron Kamuti says the 1 kwacha reduction on bus fares is a mockery. On Wednesday, the Road Transport and Safety Agency RATSA announced a 1 kwacha reduction in bus fares following the recent fuel price cut by the Energy Regulation Board, ERB. The fare reduction applies only to local commuters in Lusaka, the Copper Belt, and other towns. No reduction has been affected for intermine and intercity routes. In an interview on Thursday, Kamuti said the ERB had consistently reduced fuel pump prices for the past 3 months, making the 1 kwacha reduction inactable. We don't agree to that. That's illegal. Put it very clearly to RATSA that that's a mockery and we can't accept it as it is. In more stories, Chipoka questions high prices despite economic gains as Stanbic launches StanPay. Now, Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Chipoka Mulenga has questioned why commodity prices have remained high despite the sustained reduction in fuel prices, failing inflation and a stabilized exchange rate. The Stanbic Bank head of Personal and Private Banking, Eunice Mundia, says the bank is committed to providing increasing convenience for its customers through digital payment solutions by empowering customers to make cashless and cardless payments effortlessly. Now, speaking during the launch of the Stanbic Bank's digital payment platform StanPay in Lusaka on Thursday, Mulenga urged the private sector, especially manufacturers and traders, to pass on the benefits of improved economic fundamentals to their consumers. He challenged Stanbic Bank to partner with government in engaging the business community on their fair pricing. Now, in some international news, we look at how Trump and his tariffs are still affecting so many goods, as now he threatens a 35% tariff on Canadian goods. The letter to Canada is among more than 20 that Trump had posted this week to U.S. trade partners. The U.S. President Donald Trump has said he will impose a 35% tariff on Canadian goods starting on the 1st of August, even as the two countries were days away of a self-imposed deadline to reach a new trade deal. The announcement came in the form of a letter published on Trump's social media platform, Truth Social, along the additional threats of a blanket tariffs of 15% or more on their most traded partners. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney said the government would continue and protect Canadian workers and businesses as they work towards a new deadline. Trump has sent more than 20 letters of such to other U.S. partners this week. He says he will soon announce new tariffs on the EU as well. Like Canada's letter, Trump has vowed to implement those tariffs by the 1st of August. A blanket of 25% already has been imposed on some Canadian goods, and the nation also hit hard by Trump's global steel, aluminium and auto tariffs, though there is a current exemption in place for goods that comply with a North American Free Trade Agreement. It is unclear if the latest tariffs threat would also apply to goods covered by the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement. Now, Trump has also imposed a global 50% tariffs on aluminium and steel imports and a 25% tariff on all cars and trucks not built in the U.S. He has also recently announced a 50% tariff on copper imports scheduled to take effect next month. Canada sells about 3/4 of its goods to the U.S. and is an auto manufacturing hub and a major supplier of metals, making the U.S. tariffs especially damaging to all those sectors. These are some of the stories that we had for you on this Business Snapshot. Stay tuned for more. Good afternoon.
The Business Snapshot on 88.5 Sun FM.